Have you ever wanted to hack legally and get paid for it? Welcome to the world of bug bounty hunting. In this video, I share with you the path that I'm following myself to become a bug bounty hunter. So, without further ado, let's get to it. The first step is know about computers, web, and networking. Becoming a bug bounty hunter is a journey, and just like learning to walk before you run, you need to master the basics first. Think of this process like learning to crawl, walk, and eventually run. Without a strong foundation, you will stumble as you progress. You will probably stumble anyway, but just a little bit less. I know I did. Now, to prevent you from stumble a lot, where do you start? Well, you can start by learning about the basics of computers, then go to the basics of web, and then go to the basics of networking. These are your building blocks. They form the foundation of everything you will do as a bug bounty hunter. So, you can jump to the basics of computers because you should understand the machine that you are working with. So, focus on operating systems with a particular emphasis on Kali Linux as it's widely used in cybersecurity. Get comfortable with the command line, explore the file system, and learn how the internet works. After this, you should jump to the basics of web. So, when I talk about basics of web, I'm talking about understanding how websites are built. Know what HTML does for structure, CSS for design, and JavaScript for interactivity. Learn the difference between HTTP and HTTPS and why are they important. Learn the role of cookies and sessions and what happens behind the scenes with databases like SQL, and you will see that this foundational knowledge will allow you to identify weaknesses in web applications. After that, you can jump to the basics of networking. So, know the difference between IPv4 and IPv6, understand IP addresses and MAC addresses, learn about key network protocols like TCP, UDP, DNS, FTP, etc., and the importance of ports. Also become familiar with the 𝐿 model because it's a must to know to understand network behavior. Now, to learn all these, there are tons of free and paid material like 𝐺CFglobal.org for computer fundamentals, W3 Schools, Free Code Camp, Khan Academy, where you can learn about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Python. You have 𝐿𝒐𝒏𝒈, where you can learn about the OSs, network protocols, IP addresses, and MAC addresses, the 𝐿 model, etc. You have Over the Wire, specifically the Bandit, to practice command line skills and navigate through Linux-based systems. Also, you have YouTube channels like Network Chuck, Eli the Computer Guy, Traversy Media, The Net Ninja, The Cyber Mentor, Professor Messer, David Bombal, Tech with Team, and a lot of other channels. Feel free to leave any additional resources that you find helpful in the commentary section down below. Now, I want to give you a suggestion that is, while you learn, practice everything. Platforms like Over the Wire, 𝐿𝒐𝒏𝒈 offer hands-on challenges to apply your new knowledge. And even though Python is not the first thing that people associate with bug bounty hunting, starting to learn it now will give you a massive advantage later when you need to write and understand code. And if you want to know why coding is useful for hackers or even bug bounty hunters, then watch this video here. Once you have a strong understanding of these basics, you are ready to the next step: specialize and practice. Now that you've built a strong foundation, it's time to specialize. This is where you go from crawling to walk. So start by learning one specific vulnerability. As you know, there are a lot of different vulnerabilities, but if you are not sure where to find this type of vulnerabilities, you can guide yourself with something called 𝐻 Top 10, which is a list of the most critical security risks in web applications. When starting out, choose one vulnerability to specialize. And I know that you are thinking, why not learn about them all? The first reason is because trying to learn about all vulnerabilities will slow you down, and it's unlikely you will retain as much information compared to mastering one at a time. Another reason is if you want to start earning money, it's better to become an expert in one area. So master one vulnerability and then apply it on platforms like 𝐂𝒄 before moving to bug bounty platforms like HackerOne. Note that specializing doesn't mean ignoring everything else, it's just a more focused approach. The deeper your knowledge on one vulnerability, the higher your chances of finding one. Also, practice is key, so use platforms like 𝐂𝒄 to practice your knowledge. And if you want to know what more hacking platforms you can use to practice, then watch this video here. Now, another suggestion that I want to give you is that every time that you solve a challenge on, for instance, 𝐂𝒄, write a report. This will help you not only with your writing skills, but prepare you for real-world bug reports. To get an idea of what is expected to write on a report, you can check these guides on writing effective reports. So you have, for instance, this one on 𝒏𝒈, you have this one on 𝑦𝒓𝒕𝒊𝒔𝒕, and I'm sure that there are a lot of bug bounty platforms with this information. Once you have specialized, practiced, and refined your reporting skills, you will be ready for the last step, becoming a bug bounty hunter. It's time to create an account on bug bounty platforms like HackerOne, 𝒏𝒈, Integrity, 𝑦𝒓𝒕𝒊𝒔𝒕, etc. Read their rules, start looking for vulnerabilities, and begin submitting your findings. I know that it won't be easy, but if you stay persistent, think out of the box, and learn from your mistakes, you will succeed. Now tell me, are you already a bug bounty hunter, or are you trying to become one? Tell me all about it in the commentary section down below, because I would love to hear about your journey. I hope this video has helped you on your journey to become a bug bounty hunter. And if it did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. See you next time, stay curious, stay safe, and good luck on your journey. Bye bye!